Good afternoon. Welcome to Hastings, Minnesota for this. Let the PA announcer take over here. Oh, non-conference game.
Eagan Wildcats and your home team, Hastings Raiders. Let's meet the starting lineup for Eagan. In goal, number 35, Eric Garner. Defense, number 26, Willie Levine.
Whoop!
And his partner, number 28, Andrew Cole. The center, number 14, Brandon Lindenberg. His wingers,
Brandon Lunenberg.
Liam Thomas.
Winger Liam Thomas. Garrett Larson. The rest of the Wildcats join on blue line for this very special introduction for your Wildcats. Hastings knows how to welcome a team to their barn at this introduction.
His wingers, number 23, Michael Kennedy, number 7, Brecken Fullerton, and the rest of the Raiders.
NBA Finals music being played as we get ready for puck drop. 17 minutes on the clock. Hastings versus Eagan. Non-conference game, Section 3AA. Very dramatic puck drop coming here. Good angle behind the bench as this rink has the penalty boxes and scores table across from the player benches. And we'll get going here with our first period. Your starting lineup again. Lunenberg. No. Levine over to Vobel as he dumps it in the zone. Early possession for Wildcats. Larson into the corner with Liam Thomas to help out behind. Thomas trying to kick it back to the point. Shot low to the right. Tipped aside by the netminder. Levine had a shot go almost tipped by Larson. Two early shots in favor of your Wildcats. Levine back, defending a 2-on-1, goes across and off the crossbar. Good positioning by Kerner there. Thomas gets it back out to the point for Vobel, who's able to get around his defender. 1-on-4 coming as the Wildcats go off on a change. Reverses back around and picked up briefly, and then by Pavic. Pavic gets it back up to Vobel. Vobel's shot goes wide of the crease. Gina Pallel sends it to the corner. Number 9, Mead, pushes ahead. Hastings able to get it back into the neutral zone, right onto the stick of Vobel. Vobel brings it in over to Pavic. Pavic fans on the shot. Gets stuck up in the crease, turned over back the other direction for Hastings. Yellow right to left. Sent behind the net. Vobel is going to be looking for a change here soon. Tips it up to Mead. Siljan goes behind the net, sends that back up the boards to Mead. Mead almost had a escaping Pavic there. Puck goes across the crease, off the side of the net. Early physical game here between the Cats and the Raiders. Vobel, Pavic sends it down the ice. Mead with a foot race, tries to get it on one and does. Mead shot, goal. Laser shot with good puck possession, gets Wildcats on the board. Might have that assist back from the other zone. Nice effort by Quinn Mead. Let's get your early lead for your Wildcats. Strong early start is a good sign for this team. Ethan Mann looking to push that draw forward, dumped in by winger Liam Riley. Tipped ahead, back to the stick of Skoog, who's able to dump it in. Pavic was the assist. Hansen dumps that one back in deep. Your deep pair, Skoog and Hansen. Groutman at the sideboards. Hastings back in through the neutral zone, defended by Hansen, who drops it. And here comes a 2-on-2 opportunity here with Mann and Riley. Mann gets pushed to the inside, across the front, almost a nice tip in there by Riley as he gets shoved aside. Skoog gets that over to Mann, who's able to dump it in the zone and past the last man standing. That one's going to go down the length of the ice. Levine's going to be first on it, but whistled dead icing is the call back down to the other end. 13:59 left. Shots are 3-1 in favor of the Wildcats. Just very far away. I was zooming. I was focusing on there. Sorry, just getting a little camera action here. We get a little bit closer action to the view here at the next whistle. Levine tried to keep that one in. Hastings able to get it out of the zone. Razinen pushes his man outside, loses his stick in the process. He's going to keep on the body. Lunenburg comes to help out. Razinen picks up his stick, almost had to stop there behind. Larson tries to backhand that out. Levine and Lunenburg to help. Shot coming, shot wide, back to the point for number 5 of Hastings. Larson picks that up. Trying to leave that for Lunenburg. That one goes back out. Razinen and Lunenburg get it back into the neutral zone. Arthur Eddy picks that back up, takes it the other direction, deep into the zone, past the awaiting goaltender who was trying to slow it down. Arthur Eddy for a change, back on the ice. Quinn Mead, your lone goal scorer in this first period. Vogel back into the net, behind the net. Offside is a call, the Cats have to touch up. Whistle comes, offside call anyway. Sorry if it was out of focus. D-to-D pass, Siljan to Vobel. Palello trying to get that in the zone onside and does. Back into the corner is Hastings. Mead with a great move. Passes back up to the point for Siljan. Shot low through traffic. Loose out in front. 22 Hastings able to get onto it. Skates around his own net looking for an outlet pass. Finds it up to 6-man with the boards and back through neutral zone. Kept in briefly by Mann. And that one will go back for Vogel to pick up. Sent ahead, down the ice, past 2 red lines. It gives us another icing whistle. Skoog, Mann, Hansen, Groutman and Riley back to the point for Hastings. They elect to dump it into the corner behind the net. Skoog tips up, sends it all the way down for another icing. That's Skoog's 10th icing of the game. Just kidding. So that's Skoog's 10th icing of the game, but it is not. Maybe his first. Shout out to Mark Skoog watching in virtual land. Liam Riley got Ryan Groutman assisting. Behind him, Groutman first on the puck in the zone for the Cats. Hansen at the point. Mann comes in to help. Hansen shoots it into the corner. Riley tries to center, that gets poked aside. Mann with good forecheck pressure comes away with it from the boards. Loses it off his stick. shot high, glove down, picked back up by Riley, brought in the zone before the Cats had a chance to get back onside. 10:55 left in the first period. Shot still 3-1. Cats maintaining some good forecheck pressure and control this first period so far. That one back out into neutral zone. Shot back in by Riley. Larson in the corner. Liam Thomas back out to the point for Razanen. Shot wide. Off, almost a juicy rebound there for Thomas, who's been great in front of the net. Low shot by Levine gets stopped before it hits the net. Up the boards for Hastings. Levine takes the majority of that check through the crease, picked up by Thomas with Larson on his right side. Thomas dumps it in, goes off for a change. Larson throwing his weight around. Hastings comes back 2-on-2 the other direction. Drop pass there. Vogel able to push it into the corner and his man into the glass. Palello to Vogel behind the net. Vogel over to Siljan. Siljan looking for a stretch pass for Eddie, finds it. And Eddie able to get it into the offensive end. Palello first on it and for the Cats. Pavic brought down with a check, no call. Vogel looking for that outlet pass for Pavic, doesn't find it. Shot goes high off the back of the glass behind number 35, Kerner. Kerner brought down with looked like an elbow, still pushed, and they are going to call that. 15, Hastings. It's going to go to the box. He has 2 minutes, so he has to not play with his friends. Roughing is the call, 2 minutes at 9:01 in the first period. Cats go on the power play with Vogel, Palello, Larson, Lunenburg, and Thomas. You're a power play unit. D to D, over to Vogel, back over to Palello. Little patty cake goes across, trying to find Lunenburg. Lunenburg loses the handle briefly, recovered by Vogel. Set up wide, Palello sent it behind the net, checked behind, no call. Lunenburg able to pinch, get that, he's gonna make it way towards the crease. Shot goes high into the netting, 1:29 remaining in the penalty power play. Shots 5-1 in favor of your Wildcats. Lunenburg take the draw again. Thomas chases that one down behind the net. Vogel sends it to the point for Palello. Palello dances around for Thomas. Thomas is trying to send that one across. Thinks again. Puck protected by Vogel as he's looking to cross. Scissor play there to Thomas. Over to Vogel. Vogel deep down for Thomas. Back to the point. No look shot comes from Vogel. That one gets sent down the ice as both teams make a personnel change. Vogel comes with it. Nice reverse back to keep control and break out the other direction. Groutman into the zone. Looking to make some space for himself in the centering opportunity. Back to the point for Vogel. Pavic to Levine. Levine over to Groutman. Groutman sends it in deep, just briefly off the stick of Mead, and that one gets sent down the other length of the ice. Kerner behind the net. Sends it up the boards and out. And that one is also sent down for an icing clear. Levine the first on it behind the net for the Wildcats. Pushes it ahead to Pavic. Hastings back full strength. 5-on-5 hockey resumes. Nice move by Pavic. Get around one with a nice toe drag. Shot on net. Gets blocked and stopped by the Hastings netminder number 29. 6:48 left, first period. One penalty of the game so far. Liam was looking to send it around, wraparound goal there, but ran out of space. Larson, Thomas behind the net. Thomas has his man pinned. Larson trying to regain puck control as well. Thomas, shot. What a beautiful pass from Preston Skoog over to Garrett Larson. Beautiful play by your boys in blue. Garrett Larson assisted by 38, Preston Skoog. Great play gets your Cats up 2-0 in this first period. Hansen gets it up to Skoog, who rushes up. Good forecheck. Eddie in the corner. D to D over. Reverses back around D to D. The other direction. Stretch pass gets over through the neutral zone. Hastings sends it on net. Tipped by Hastings. Good job by Mann to get there with a good back check and negate pressure. Tipped ahead, out in front. And aside, brought down. 3-on-2 the other direction if they can keep numbers. Eddie to Mann. Mann backhands back to Eddie. Passes back and forth, trying to tip towards the crease. Siljan and Vobel will have to retreat to defend the rush here. A drop pass goes dangerous angle, covered by Kerner. Up the boards is Ethan Mann, trying to take it by his lonesome. Sends it on boards, has a nice shot. Blocked by the pads there. Eddie, right out front to Pavic. It didn't connect. Hastings up the board. Tried to dangle through, but Siljan says nope. Vobel sends it out into the neutral zone. That one's going to be tipped. No icing will be called. Hastings sends that back off the glass behind their netminder. Pavic tried to get a loose puck there. Back in the neutral zone and tipped back in by Andrew Vobel. Mead, nice forecheck, check his defender to the glass. Trying to keep puck protection and keeps it deep into the zone. Mead and Pavic. Back to the point for Siljan, goes by his stick. Siljan, D to D to Vobel as the Cats touch up, change. Shot low, goes to the left of the goal. Larson with speed around the boards. He's gonna try to get that one. He keeps it in. Shot low, almost tipped by Lunenburg. Lunenburg looking for space, gets it back to Siljan. Siljan takes a shot through traffic, bounced off some places that we maybe can't speak of on camera, covered by the netminder. Shots over triple right now in favor of Wildcats, 9-2. 3:55 left in the first period. We have Lunenburg, Larson, Thomas, Razanen, and Levine. Razanen pinches, sends it up to Larson, goes back by his stick, but still good for check pressure to keep it deep into the zone. Nice move by Lunenburg to keep it in the corner. Pressure by Liam Thomas. Lunenburg, 2-on-2 battle in the corner. Hastings comes out with it through the slot. Stopped aside by Larson as he drops his man back for Levine. Up to Mann, who pokes it into the zone, gets into the corner behind the net. Hastings comes back with it the other direction. Runs out of space as he's bothered from behind by Liam Riley. Dumped into the zone, stopped by Kerner, picked up by Levine, who reverses around for his D partner or Ryan Groutman. Lassinen looking for a good rush there. Good stick. Good tip back into neutral zone territory. That one gets bumped aside. Sticks go flying, skates in the air, no call. Good bump by Ethan Mann with a good forecheck. Back into neutral zone comes the Raiders, defended by Hansen and Skoog. Shot wide. If there was a goal on the other side of that goal, that would have been a goal, but tipped back out into neutral zone for the Raiders. Raiders stretch pass gets broken up by Mead. Skoog sends that up, back to the point. Back in for Skoog, D-to-D pass to Hansen. Hansen stretches up to Mead, who's able to get back on side. Nice wherewithal to keep control there. Skoog gets it over for Mead. Back onto Mead's stick. Mead dekes around one, has trouble getting through some of the others, but Palello not able to keep his stick or in the zone, gets it back to Mead, D-to-D to Hansen. Hansen, nice pass up to Pavic, just bounces off of his, but Palello's there to assist, bounces up a couple of skates and gloves. Ref has a stick, he's trying to get into the action as well. Pavic in the corner. Arthur Eddy trying to keep in the zone. That one gets set down. 28 Skoog brings it back in. I'm sorry, 28 Vobel brought that one back in. Into neutral ice for Mann. Mann shot on net, surprising the goalie, has to get it into the corner. Mann keeps it ahead as well, behind the net. Eddy tried to center, going there, that one's going to go down. Icing waved off as the Cats sent that one down the length of the ice. Siljan sends it up the boards, that one gets intercepted by Mann, who sends it around to the other side for Garrett Larson, who almost got dumped into the bench. 33 seconds left in the first period. Arthur Eddy forechecking. That one goes back into the zone, collected by Vobel, sent into the zone. 20 seconds left in the first period. Shots 10-2, favor of Wildcats. Another stick down from Ryan Groutman. Palello bumped his man. He's playing the puck, no call. 8 seconds, 7 seconds left, goes around the boards. This one's gonna end unless something amazing happens here in a 2-0 lead for your Wildcats. Nice period for the Cats in blue. We will be back after an ice clear. Pretend like there are some messages and commercials running from our sponsors, and we will see you on the other side. Wildcats back on the ice for another 17-minute period with a 2-0 lead. Shots 10-0. Good start to this game as Cats are looking to continue on this non-conference game. Join the Varsity stream here after this game at 2 p.m. for their face-off against Hastings Raiders. Players huddle back up, going through what they need to keep in the zone here. Leaning on the scoreboard, Lunenburg with cheer and chant to get players moving. Stretched out, ready to go. 17 minutes back on the clock. Here we go. Puck's back down. Back into the zone is Polello and Vogel starting this period back on the power play. Vogel brings it into the zone and gets it deep for Garrett Larson. Larson over to Polello. Polello keeps it in, back into the corner for Thomas. Thomas maintaining possession. Minute 34 left in penalty in the power play. Polello brings it back in offside as the boys in blue had not yet had a chance to clear out. Lunenburg draw Polello to Vogel. Vogel takes that one in, goes behind the net as the Cats set up. Polello to Vogel, back to Polello. Takes a shot, loose out in front. Almost kept in there by Vogel. That one slides past, stopped by Kerner. As Polello picks it up, leaves it for Vogel. Vogel sends it over to Lunenburg, who tips it in on net. Covered by number 29 of the Raiders. Keeps it out. Shots 12-13. 53 seconds left. Mead at the dot. Mead gets it back to Levine. Levine gets that over to Pavic. Pavic sends that into the corner for Mead. Mead reverses back around. Up to the point for Levine. Levine gets it over to Groutman. Groutman to Levine, keeps it in. Levine almost lost the handle, trying to get it up, and that one gets sent down the ice. Stopped by Kerner. Groutman bothered behind, sends it back to Levine. 19 seconds left. Levine sends up to Pavic. Pavic brings it in through the slot. Levine pushes his man off the ice. Groutman goes back to defend as well. Shot coming off of Kerner. Groutman up to Mead. Goes by Mead, tried to keep it in. On side comes the Wildcats. Sent behind the net. Stretch pass over to the left side. Levine goes back to defend, able to push it behind the net. He gets pushed into the boards. Mead up to Eddie. Eddie centers that to Man and Skoog over to Skoog. Skoog has that sent off his stick into the corner, able to maintain control. Forward there intended for Man. Tried to get it over to Eddie, I believe that was. That one gets sent down the length of the ice. Hansen skates for it, but out of his reach. Icing is the whistle. 14:15 left. Second period, shots 12-4. Lunenburg, Thomas, Larson, Skoog, and Hansen in this 5-on-5 play. Back to the point for Hansen. Hansen takes a shot, gets tipped into the corner. Thomas crunched to one side, tipped from the point for Skoog. Larson and Thomas fight to keep it in the zone. Thomas looking to backhand that up the boards, but he has pressure. As Larson comes away, the shot goes high. Larson tips it back behind Lunenburg. Lunenburg trying to send it over, but gets tipped off his stick. One tries to get through three. Shot brought down by Kerner. Skoog behind the net. That one picked up by Hastings. Skoog, Lunenburg fighting for it, up the boards. Pavic there has a quick stick on it. Blocker save by Kerner. Had a full read of that. Skoog. D-to-T over to Hansen as he's racing for it. Goes around his stick through neutral zone. Pavic almost had a catch on it. Cats touch up, and Mead brings it back onside. Laser shot gets tipped by the netminder back for Mead. Mead out in front for Pavic. Pavic can't get a stick on it. Has the hit Raiders stick ejected. Siljan back to defend, but call is slashing. On 18, Pavic goes to the box. Varsity boys coming to tape up their sticks and give the JV squad a little bit of a rah-rah. Siljan back to the box. Lunenburg takes the draw, gets that back to Levine. Levine tips that up and down the ice for the first play of this penalty kill with Thomas, Lunenburg, Levine, and Vobel. Levine, good stick. And that one sent back down into neutral ice and the offensive zone by Liam Thomas. Lello comes on for Lunenburg. That one sent up ahead. Lello able to deep it back in. Thomas off. Larson on. As Vobel trying to maintain control and get it back down the other end of the ice. Raiders keep it in. Sent into the corner. Vobel. D-to-D for Levine. Levine backhands it up to Palello, who almost had a streaking Larson the other way. Ice down the other way, still on the penalty kill with good control behind the net. Cats almost looking like they're trying to set up a power play here as Larson goes the other direction, picked up by Palello. Palello back into neutral zone to kill off some of this time. 41 seconds left, D-to-D to Levine. Levine tips it in, over, in, on net. Mead almost had the loose change out there in the front. Hastings comes out the other direction. Good body by Ryan Groutman. Shot coming deflected into the skates of Vobel as Levine tips it around all the way up the boards to burn off precious seconds of this this penalty kill. Tipped in, back through center. Hastings fans on it. Maybe a little tip there by Ryan Groutman's stick. Certainly his pressure. Hastings, shot. Quick shot, wrister from just beyond those obelisk circles, gets Hastings on the board. Egan's still leading 2-1. 5-on-5 play continues. Man, Riley, Eddie,
Scoring for the Raiders.
Skoog and Hansen.
In the second period, number 21, Joey Leonard.
Hastings trying to get it up the boards into neutral zone, and they too Skoog to defend with Hansen.
Reverend Fullerton at 6:25.
That one gets into the corner. Skoog comes out with it, looking for a stretch pass to Eddie, who just had a tip on it right before the red line. Icing is the call. Back to the other end. On the ice is Silge and Vogel, with your forwards Larson, Lunenburg, and Thomas. Puck is down, Vogel. Looking for Thomas with an escape plan. Thomas gets it up to Lunenburg. Lunenburg up to Larson. Shot low, hard, off the pads. Lunenburg was getting ready for that pass. And rebound. Shot comes low, off the paddle, maybe part of the pads for Kerner, and covered. Given back to the ref in a very polite fashion. Back to Kerner's right side for another draw. Gino Palello, Groutman, Vogel, Silgen, and Mead. Poked to the corner. That one was blocked by Groutman. Groutman over to Mead. 2-on-2, 2-on-3. Mead. Shot goes off some shin pads. Mead tries to center there for Palello. Goes past the defender. Hard shot wide of net from the point from Vogel. Groutman stops that one down. Tries to find Mead out front. Briefly gets a stick on it. But carries it away. That one gets deflected behind the net. Hastings trying to get that in neutral zone, but brought the other way by Vogel. Vogel brings it in. Eddie streaking up behind the net to try to intercept. Back to the point. Silgen able to keep it in. Shot into the far corner. Eddie to man. Eddie trying to get that back up to the point for Silgen. Takes the shot, gets blocked. Silgen. Stretch. Finds stick of Eddie. Great receipt there. Wrist shot. Hard and low by Liam Riley. Number 33 gets our shot count 16-9. Wildcats leading 2-1 with 8:25 left. The goalie switch. Goaltenders switched out for the Raiders. See if the Cats can take advantage of a cold netminder here right away. Back to the point for Levine. To Lunenburg. Lunenburg fans on it, but able to get it back to Larson. Larson tries to backhand that away. Picked up by number 4, Thomas. Up the boards. Levine sends it deep. Back for Thomas. Thomas pressure behind. Larson out front for Lunenburg. Shot. Saved by the goalie, who had a loss in his pads. Shakes it loose. Wholesale line change for your Cats. As we see Palello back on with Groutman, Mead, Hansen, and Skoog. Skoog to the point. Shot gets almost kicked aside there by forwards out front. Sent deep into the net, or into the zone by Hastings. Skoog with pressure behind. Assisted by Palello. Hansen trying to get there first over the boards, able to keep pressure on, gets dumped aside. That one gets up for Groutman, back into the neutral zone. Mead with a nice forecheck pressure. He goes into the boards hard. I think partially of his own accord, but he comes back out clean. Equipment malfunction blows the play dead. And we will get another face-off. Deep in the offensive zone. Man, Riley, Eddie, Siljan, and Vogel. Siljan shot low, leaves a rebound up front, picked up by Hastings. Hastings back in neutral zone. Great knee recovery from Siljan. Vogel. Up to Skoog, up to Riley. Shot goes wide. Eddie dumps that back in. Man puts pressure on the forecheck. Hastings looking for a stretch pass. Gets tipped. Vogel gets there first. Back up, but not out. Off the skate of Eddie. Siljan back behind to collect. Gets it up to Riley, who's able to get it out. Arthur Eddy with some room in front of him. Not able to pull it to his forehand. Another stretch opportunity goes on Vogel's stick as he dumps it in. The Cats touch up with a line change. Levine, brief moment of control, taps that back in. Thomas dumps it behind the net. Larson trying to take advantage of a loose puck there and puts on the forecheck. Lunenburg, Larson. Rasanen dumps it to Thomas. Thomas walks in. Larson trying to send that one back up the boards. That one's sent out by Hastings, sent back in by Levine as Cats touch up and re-enter the zone. Coelho. Hastings sat down by Liam Thomas. Levine has a check to gain control for Palello. Palello to Mead. Mead shot on goal. Loose out in front. Covered by Hastings. Nice shift or two there by Eagan. 5:20 left in the second period. Coelho wins that draw back to Skoog. Sends it back towards the crease. Picked up by Mead. Hastings recovers control, takes it the other way, defended by Skoog. Shot far wide left. Back to the point. Doesn't make it through from the shot from the point. Sneaks by the crease. Sent into the corner by Pavic. Kept in by Hastings. Hansen sends that one up the boards. That one goes out. Hastings waved off. Mead trying to get there first. Back into the neutral zone. Nice play by Hansen to get it into the zone. Pavic with a check. Sends it through. Hastings brings it offside. Number 10 got a little greedy. Heading to the net in what we would call a early fashion. Back out to the close dot in front of the Hastings bench is Ethan Mann. Take the draw, Mann. Hastings pulls it back, gets it up, a nice breakout play to the left side. That one sent back into the corner, right along the sideboards here. Riley. Off Kerner's toe. Pushed up by Siljan. That one sent back into the corner. Vogel first on it, the Cats again. Up the glass, out past Groutman. That one's off. Vogel will have to skate it out. He gets it up to Groutman. Tipped up for Mann, dropped for Riley. Mann, back for Groutman. Groutman trying to survey his option, gets around some defense there. Trying to find the center of the slot, finds Vogel, who goes past his stick. Icing waved off. As Kerner sends it around, back for Siljan. Trying to find an outlet. Vogel. Puck sent towards net, calmed down by Siljan. As Groutman was looking to get that out of the zone. Siljan up to Thomas. Thomas using his long frame to try to get that. Siljan comes away that instead it dumps it deep into the zone. Netminder has to go past his stick. Thomas to the point for Levine. Levine shot on net, just deflected aside. Back to the point for Siljan. Oh, and that one almost hit the post and in. Nice shot from the point. Goalie had no idea. Levine sends it up towards the blue line, recovered by Hastings. They send it down. Icing is the call. Nice set of plays by the Wildcats. 2:34 left in the second period. Shots are 20-10. Razanen, Levine, Mead, Palello, Pavic. Set on net from the point for Levine. Couple whacks at it from the crease there. Levine behind the net, fending off pressure. Mead almost had an escape there for himself. Razanen reverses back for Levine. Levine up the boards looking for Pavic. Pavic sends his man in. That one almost out for the Cats. Palello. That one sent high. Razanen sends that one down the length of the ice. Icing is waved off as Palello throws a nice shoulder check. Mead looking to recover, gets into the stick. Players going down all over the place, no call. Players showing their appreciation of nice physical play. Skoog fends off, tries to get that one up to Goutman. Mann gets around with Riley. Riley looking to get that back up to Mann, deflected into the corner. Unwisely, perhaps. Riley and Mann sending that towards the net. Hastings comes away with it. Pass over to their right D, 2-on-2 coming here. Hastings selects to dump it in. Groutman watching Mead as well. That one tips out of the ice, 44 seconds left in the first. Here comes Riley with a nice rush. He stopped short, shot on goal, almost collected the rebound. Man, back to Riley. Good opportunities here for the Cats, just not able to execute on the loose pucks there. 37 seconds left. Man behind the net. Hastings stepped on a puck, went down. Hastings puts a shot over to the side. And an easy glove by Eric Kerner. Saw it the whole way, knew the play was coming, had the glove ready. Glove saved, 20 seconds left in the second period. 21-12 your shots. Should be the final shift of this period for Larson, Levine, Thomas, Vobel, and Lunenburg. Thomas comes in, makes his way around one. He's got a 1-on-2 here. Larson, or Thomas finding his spot there, loose. Trying to find it, no cover so far, still loose. And saved by the bell for that goalie there. A couple of exciting plays that don't quite get completed, but good period regardless. Eagan lets up one to go into the third. 2-1, still in favor of your Wildcats. We will be back after this ice clear. Thanks for joining us on Eagan Hockey TV. And we're back for period 3. Lunenburg pushes that to the boards. Back to Siljan, back to Lunenburg. Tipped ahead by Thomas. Lunenburg making his way, barreling through the crease, or the slot, pardon me. Larson, back for Lunenburg. I'm sorry, Thomas. Shot gets deflected from Levine's shot from the point. Larson, stopped by Lunenburg. Lunenburg not able to get the shot off, but keeps it in the zone regardless. Dumped deep into the corner. Back behind is Thomas. Palello comes on, looking to sneak into the crease there. Tipped up, head, paddle, into the netting. Skugan and Hansen on your defensive pair. Pavic, Mead, and Palello. Hastings. Kept alive by Pavic. Hastings sends it up for Mead. Mead sends it over to Hansen. Hansen picks it up, shot into the glove of the Raiders. Hansen, shot into the slot. Stretch pass over the far side of the ice, defended by Skoog. Raiders not able to do much with it as it ends up on stick of Gino Palello. Palello pushes up the boards. Dumped back behind for Palello, gets it over to Hansen, stretches over. Mead tried to kick that aside. Palello sent into the glass. Knocks everything over in the scores box. They're trying to regain control of the situation. Wish we had a camera over there to replay that. Meanwhile, puck was sent into the zone and stopped by Kerner. Razinin defends, pushes it up. Man behind the net, helped by Levine. Man up for Groutman. That one goes through, icing waved off. Hastings first on it in the corner. DDD pass goes through. Ends up on the stick of Riley, who's trying to poke it in the side. Can't get it all the way around. Levine retreats with Razinin as they look to stave off any forward motion. Puck gets sent down for an icing whistle as we come back into the offensive end. Hansen and Skoog at the point. Lunenburg gets the draw back to Hansen. Hansen sends it behind the net. Lunenburg. Hastings gets it back through the neutral zone. Dumps in deep. Skoog first on it. Skoog reverses it back to Hansen. Hastings unable to center. Nice tip ahead by Thomas as Hastings brings it back into the zone. Shot blocked aside. Secondary shot goes high into the netting. Siljan into the corner, trying to fish that out. Siljan ties up his man. Palello gets it up to Eddie. Hastings keeps it in, sending him to the corner for Levine. Levine trying to maintain pressure behind the net. That one goes off the ice and off the pad. Nice positioning by Kerner. Hastings dumps it back deep. Siljan behind the netting. Siljan with a nice rush up and dumps it deep into the corner. Siljan centers out for Eddie. Eddie takes a shot low. Briefly kept in by Levine. Man to Levine. Levine dumps into the corner. Goes off in the change. Riley sends it behind the net from Mann. And the point to Skoog. Tried to hide the fact that it was offside, but fails. A good effort. Lunenburg wins the draw back to Skoog. Dumped in by Thomas. Skoog has that, rushing aside. Offside. I believe that a couple didn't see that Skoog was still deep in the zone. Sitting on the ice, had to get up, get back on side. Thomas sends that in far and deep. Hastings behind, gets pressure from Thomas and Larson. Puck comes through the neutral zone as Levine and Razanen. Razanen trying to backhand that one back up the boards. Over to the sidewall for Levine. Tips it up to Larson. Waits till he gets the half mark. Dumps it in deep. Smart play by number 20, Garrett Larson. Offensive change for Lello, Pavic, and Eddie on the ice. Tipped in by Pavic. Kept in by Pavic. Shot, block aside. Lello, shot and goal. Nice goal by Palello. Assist from Blake Pavic. And the rest of the Wildcats on the ice. Fans showing some appreciation as they don't get this opportunity to be this close to the action and the bench. 3-1 your score, 11:30 left in regulation. Shots 26-13. Puck back to Hanson, up for Riley. Riley dumps it in deep.
Scoring for Eagan at 5:30 in the third period, number 22, Gino Palillo. The assist to number 18, Blake Pavic. Palillo for Pavic.
Man tried to reverse that to Riley. Groutman pressure on the sideboards. Man able to keep it in with a good forecheck. Center to Groutman, sticked on it, calmed it down. Back into the neutral zone for Hastings. Through zone. Nice stick by Skoog. Intending to get that to Groutman. Man dumps it in deep. Fluttering puck goes behind the net. First on it is Ryan Groutman. Riley, sharp angle shot. Nice pad save there. And covered by the netminder. Fantastic set of saves there from number 31 in yellow. Siljan takes a shot. Loose out in front, backhanded by Lunenburg. Thomas sends that one back. Levine has it, circles back. Tip high and wide. Wish the goalie hadn't seen that. Well, that would have been fun to roll in. Past Siljan's stick. Icing is the call. Palello, Pavic, Eddie on. Siljan and Levine, your defensive pair. Siljan, good positioning, playing the body. Levine behind the net. Interrupting play, helped out by Gino Palello. Levine pushing aside. To the point, Hastings shoots low. Sent up for Eddie, who has Pavic with him. Eddie drops to Pavic. Pavic didn't get hard enough shot off on time, intercepted by Hastings, sent back down for Siljan. Hard pass across the ice, caught by Riley. Riley's gonna rush that one in the zone. Gets around, shot low, wide. Eddie sends it behind the net. Almost kept in there by Hansen. Tip down, offside is the call. Hansen and Skoog. That one goes past a waiting stick of Hastings. Bothered by Groutman. Man able to keep it on, up to Groutman. Tended for Riley. Skoog shot low, hard rebound. Riley fighting for possession. Hastings comes away with it. Passes to the other side of the ice. Hansen on the D. Right into the glove of Kerner, 35. His 27th save of the game. Intercepted by Larson. Larson's got Thomas with him. Lunenburg not far behind Larson. Shot goes wide. Nice pressure there by Levine. Levine dumps it back for Lunenburg. Lunenburg to Larson. Larson again takes a shot. Loose out in front. Covered by the netminder. Couple pushes and shoves. How do you do? How's your family been? And everyone skates away. Palello, Pavic, Eddie. Skoog and Hansen. Pavic into the corner. Tipped in by Hansen. Nice hand-eye coordination there. Back out into neutral zone. Comes Hastings, but 2-on-1 the other way. Up to Eddie. Eddie not able to get a full stick on it. What a nice rebound and play from the back of the net, back out front. Blake Pavic assisted. Gino Palello, I believe, will be the call. Another good +1 for your Wildcats. Shots 30-14. Another equipment malfunction by Hastings. This quick break brought to you by CCM. Strong helmets, but not always. Puck goes back to far face-off dot. Palello. Eddie, Pavic, Hansen, and Scoot. 7:50 left. Hard shot, tipped in by Scoot.
Assistant number 22, Gino Palvo, and number 21, Mark Eddie.
A lot of rinks have trouble with Palello's name. Tipped, icing waved off. Hastings not able to get it out front. And Pavic able to bring it back out. Polello into neutral zone, and Eddie backhands it in. Dumped deep by Groutman, stopped by netminder, gets it over to his D. D to D pass behind the net as Riley comes in like a bull. Over to Mann to Groutman. Levine dumps it into the corner. Mann first on it. Tip between the legs. Shot on net. Dumped back side from Siljan. Mann, good puck protection. Riley trying to get some help from Mann. Nice shoulder position there. Keeps the puck deep. Mann comes out with it. Mann gets it up to the point for Siljan. Siljan shot. Loose rebound out front. Riley doing his job. Had nothing wrong with that. Going for the puck. Playing till the whistle. Ethan Mann reminding his counterpart on Hastings that the score is 4-0, which I'm sure is highly appreciated. Coincidental minor roughing. Thomas dumps it back in for Larson. Goes past his stick, picked up by Lunenberg. He was trying to leave it to the point for Hansen. Hastings dumped through neutral zone, backhanded to mid-ice by Hansen. Crunchy is Liam Thomas. Whoop. That was Garrett trying to get over to Lunenberg. Skoog, pressure on the glass. Tipped aside by Hansen. Hansen got out of the zone, gloved, brought down D to D by Hastings. 5:40 left. Skoog gets it out of the zone.
2 minutes for flashing, 2 minutes for roughing, and Eagan's number 36, Ethan Mann, 2 minutes for slashing. Both at 10:30.
Slashing and roughing, coincidental minors. Nice pressure by Pavic. Tipped ahead, Larson trying to get that puck up for an offensive rush in. Offside is the call. Eagan touches up. Poked ahead there by Razinin. Eddie tried to drag a foot, was a little too far ahead of the play, and offside is a call. Razinin and Levine, your defensive pair. Polello, Eddie and Pavic out front. 5:01 left in the third period. Nice stick by Liam Riley. Liam Razinin. Lots of Liams. Another stick tipped ahead. Nice backhanded play for Polello. Cats touch up. Raiders trying to get it up to the point. Kept in. Or tried to shoot back in was Razinin. Everyone momentarily forgetting how to skate. And Levine finds some ice, tips it up the boards, trying to find Eddie. Eddie got a stick on it. Groutman watching on the close side here. Tried to get around Razin, and he was able to get a stick and keep it out of play. Levine with pressure, trying to get that up to Grout. Lunenberg over to Razinin. Razinin not able to get out of the zone. Levine will have to retreat behind the net. Levine trying to find Riley. Riley with forecheck pressure. Groutman almost tipped that into the zone deep. And Riley also having mild success with possession there as he was trying to tip it. Nice stick by Levine. Polello to Riley. Riley's got Groutman with him. Riley couldn't get around the last man. Bumped into the boards. Riley will try the other direction again. Gets it taken off his stick. Riley on a mission, gonna get that puck. Call for the stretch pass, not adhered to. Riley again on the forecheck. Cats touch up. Riley goes for a change. Liam Thomas on the ice. 2:56 left, Eagan 4-1. Skoog up to Thomas. Hastings keeps it in. Hansen defends. And here comes Liam Thomas with Lunenburg behind. Shot on goal off a paddle. Sent behind the net for Lunenburg. Lunenburg pushed into the glass but maintains control. Pavic and Thomas coming in to support. Ref about fed up with the lack of movement. It's going to let this go a couple more seconds and blow the whistle. 2:10 left in the third period. Coincidental minors have expired. Teams still both 5-on-5. Palello up to the point for Siljan, collected by Pavic. Pavic gets it back to the point for Siljan. Siljan shot low, loose out in front. Levine dumps it back in, goes past the net, Cats touch up. Eddie with nice forecheck, looking for Palello out front, gets taken down, no call. Out front for Levine. Levine just whiffed on it, has to back check hard. Shot, goal.
Scoring for the Raiders at 15:32 in the third period, number 11, Shane Reuter, unassisted. Reuter unassisted at 15:32.
Groutman in the corner. That one pulled aside, kept in by Lunenburg. Riley on the forecheck with good pressure. Riley trying for a wraparound there, gets it out front, slides through the crease. Hastings trying to gain control so they can pull their netminder for the extra attacker. Back to Skoog. Skoog gets it up the ice. Not enough time for Hastings to come off. Again into Riley's skates. Stick to side. Levine backhands it out of the zone, brought back in briefly. That one was trying to get brought up, dumped in, off. And here comes Levine. Levine making space for himself, dumps it in on net, bounces, saved by the netminder. 11 seconds left in this 4-2 lead by your Cats. Asnan, Levine, Pavic, Palello, and Thomas to finish out the game here. Shot towards net, kept in by Levine. Dumped aside, 5 seconds left. Levine with good pressure, brought down. Seemed like an unnecessary call at the end. Palello coming in to help there. Your Cats victorious 4-2. We'll see you jumping over to the Varsity stream. A 2 o'clock game. Thanks for following Eagan University High.